Hi everyone, just going to upload a video of the CNCEST 3040T. This is very rare that I'll actually film and upload a video of any of my jobs that I work with over the many years. But I do see a lot of people just see it and quickly rush out and buy one of these and have no idea what they're doing. Because these are very dangerous, especially on the industrial ones. So just give you a quick demonstration on the drawing. Now, as we got here, so the drawing here, love potion. Turn this around a little bit so you can see. This is a love potion. It's actually for one of my chairs that goes outside. What we got here, got one file here. What we're going to do, we're going to have the cutter come down. It's a V cutter, it's going to come down. The V cutter is going to come down, and we're just going to do a straight edge of the writing. Once that's finished, then we're going to move over to this section here, and we're going to do a 3D effect of V carving. Now once that is finished, what we're going to do, we're going to stop, and then we're going to flip the board over, and then we're going to do the other side, which is Shag's CNC. Now it's very rare that you'll see me actually upload one of these videos onto the web, but that's the drawing, and we're going to bring up the software. I'll just there we go. I'm just going to open up these files and just going to upload the machine and bring this all on board. Now as this machine is running, it's very hard for you to hear what I'm saying, but this is the CNC machine. Now what we're doing, we're sitting in 0 position, X, Y and Z. That is my overall G54 location. As you've seen in the previous, that I did a V grooving on my bed. And we'll have a quick look. As you can see, diagram here. Right there is my center point of my working area of the overall machine size. Now if we have a look closely here, I have a line here and then goes up that way. That's my 0 point of my G55 location. Now what we're going to do, we're going to do this artwork on this piece of timber here, which, as you can see, I've got a piece of masking tape. Makes it easier to see my writing, and also to stop the timber from splitting as I'm cutting. I just move this out the road. The last thing I want is dust all over it. I just move that out the road, and there we go. Now this machine is set up differently to most machines that I would run. As you can see, we've got the power comes in, AC 240 volts, comes up to the switch, and we're going to switch this on. And we also got conversion to DC, I believe it's at 24 volts to the motherboard. And also this second switch here, we have a direct power to the speed control here, and then straight up to the spindle. But here's the software, and we'll bring up these files. Now let's have a quick look. Right, we are at G54 location, 0 points. Now what we're going to do, we're just going to, if I can see the mouse. Now what we're going to do, we're going to click on machine coordinates. Now you should have a red line around it, or a green, and we also got our soft limits, as you can see. Now what we're going to do, we're going to bring up our file that we want. We're going to load up our file, which is this one, and we have our file. Now here is our machine coordinates and diagram. But because this piece is right in the middle, and I'm going to have the cutter right in the middle of it, so what we're going to do, we're going to go to offsets, and we're also going to change our location. We're going to go to G55, and we'll go back to program run, and what we're going to do is hit stop. Just bear with me because I'm going to pans. Now what we're going to do, we're going to hit stop, and we're going to bring our Z into the high position. As you can see, the green arrow, and we're going up to 62. Now what we're going to do is hit Z. Now we're going to, oh sorry, just bear with me, I didn't. We'll hit Z again and we'll go back up. Double check, I'm in G55 location, and I'm going to hit go to 0. We're now relocating. As you can see, we're now relocating to my center of the bed. Back down to 0 points. They are my coordinates, machine coordinates. That's where I am, center of the bed. Now I'm going to hit stop again, bring my Z up. As you can see. Now let's go and have a look at the machine. We're now in a different location. This is center point. I'll take this off. And there we go. Now what we're going to do, we're just going to put this piece of timber in. As you can see, that's a very, very long piece. And it looks like I might have to use 2 hands, so I might have to put my phone down for a moment. Now what we're going to do, we're just going to line this right up on our line. If we can see our location. And we're very close to that. And we are at center point of our timber. Now I will have to put my phone down for a minute. I'm going to pause this video so I can put my brackets on and ready to go. Right, so now that I've got my clamps in tight and my piece ready to be engraved, now let's have a closer look. As you can see, I have an arrow here to the top, my word and topping, and my line mark in line of my G55 0 position, and my cutter, V cutter, in there, ready to go. Now what we're going to do, we're just going to run this over. Now you won't be able to hear me over the machine, what I'm saying. But once this file is actually finished, we'll flip it over and we'll do the other side. Okay. Alrighty. So let's pair up the spindle. Now this video will take a while, so I'll probably record a little bit and then I'll pause it and then come back to it when it's almost finished, and then we'll flip it over. As you can see, manual control spindle, direct power, and what we're going to do, we're just going to hit go. As you can see. What I'm actually doing is the riding first. I'll be moving up and down, move across, come down, do the riding and come back up and then move across. The second stage of this file will be a 3D effect, which as I'm going around I'll be moving up and down, up and down. Now this file will go for another 20 minutes to finish this side, and then we'll just flip the board over and do the other side. It's very rare that you'll see me actually do a job and upload, because these machines are very dangerous. But this machine is much smaller than an industrial machine. It's coming up nicely. Right, we're almost finished. Come back over to the machine. When we're finished, the X and Y will stop. The Z will lift to about 44 mil above the timber. Ready to unclamp it and take it out and flip it over, and we'll start again with a different file. And there we go. Turn the spindle off. That way when we put your fingers underneath the machine, you know, it doesn't cut the fingers and pull the flesh off your arm. So what I'll do, I'll pause this video and we'll flip this over. Right, so now that I've got my piece of timber unscrewed and then flipped over onto the other side, which is quite a double side cutting, and just come back over to the computer and we'll load the file. As you can see, we're still in the locations. I'll just go back up the file and we will load the G code. Let's go down to the file. Now I want the back section, and there we go, and there's our file, which will be dead center of the timber on the back. Just turn the spindle on and ready to go. And we're ready to hit start. And down we go. Move across to the location and then we'll drop the Z. This one won't take that long. As you can see here on the front of the bed, X and Y and Z, 0 point of G54. I don't want to get my fingers too close, but you go across there and then we've got a line going up there, and your left and right hand side of that line is your G55 0 point location. As you can see, this piece of timber is actually bigger than the machine itself. So yes, you do need experience to operate one of these machines, because if you don't have experience, there is a chance of either running your cutter into a screw or something and then snap, and then the cutter will go flying at 1,000 miles an hour and you won't see that coming. It's very rare that you'll see me actually operate one of these and even put this up on a video tube. Just put the cover back on. Try and stop the dust from going everywhere. There's one little tip that you guys should know about, the CNC. As you can hear all the vibrations, those vibrations can affect a 3D printer. It can upset your G code, and all of a sudden you end up with a layer shift, but also having dust going everywhere. This file that I'm doing now, it's just a V groove, straight line. I believe it's 3 mil that I'm going into. We're very close to being finished now. And we are finished. Beautifully. Beautifully done. I'll just pause this video and I'll unclamp it and then pull the masking tape off, and then I'll flip it over and have a quick look. Right, so now that I've unclamped it and cleaned it up a little bit, let's have a quick look of the first layer. Don't know if you can see it. Love Potion. Nice, beautifully done. Can't get the cameras to focus. What I got there is Love Potion. Let's flip this over to the other side. Won't focus. Shag's a CNC. There we go, beautifully done. Just got to finish it off and with a little bit of sandpaper and clean out the rest of the dust, and we're all finished. But as you can see, we're at the zero location of G55. Now, let's have a quick look. I'll close this file. Don't need that anymore. Where's my mouse? There it is. And what we're going to do, we're going to just hit 0. As you can see, X, Y and Z, 0 point. Go to the offsets. That's your current work offset, G55, that location. Now what we're going to do, go to G54, go back to program running. Now when I hit go to 0, Z will lift to 62, and X and Y will start to treble back down to 0. As you can see. And we're going to treble back to 0 points. There we go. That's now at 0 point G54. And there we have it. Now if we were to go into this file here and we were to hit input, where are we? Capital G 28, hit enter, and now what we're going to do, we're going to travel all the way across to the back far right hand corner. As you can see. And there we go. Whoops, you dropped the first timber already. Now let's have a quick look. Here's my line marking. If we can zoom this in, as you can see, X, right at this tiny little dot there, 0 point. So if we went across there and then went up, that's your G55 0 point, as you can see. That's your 0 point, and also your 0 point, G54. At the moment we're in G58. G28. That's my home location, right out of the road. We'll take it back to 0 point of G54. G54. I'm getting myself confused. G54. Go back to 0 point. Now we'll travel back to starting point. back down to zeros. And there we go, we're all finished. We'll have a quick look. If I can just move everything out of the road. Now what I've actually got in there is a V cutter. Have a look, I might have one in here somewhere. Let's have a quick look. That's a V cutter. Very small V cutter. I believe that's a 6mm. I believe that's a 6mm quarter inch shank. There's quite a few. And thanks for watching. I shall leave you to it.